What the Jesus is going on? What the Jesus? What the Jesus? What the Jesus is going on? What the Jesus? What the Jesus? What the Jesus is going on? Why is our President of the United States of America looking like Christ? What has the world come to? Why is he disrespecting himself this way? Is everybody okay? Is everybody okay? Oh my God. Hello, Polo. Welcome to the house, Polo. Welcome to the house, Polo. Welcome. Demon Dictator, CC. Hello. He has lost his ever-loving mind. Ever-loving. 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 Trump has turned himself into Christ.
President Trump has picked up a new feud with Pope Leo the 14th.
The Pope!
Seems like a great time to start a feud with a Catholic Pope. I will be the first to tell you the Pope has been critical of this war. I'm Catholic, obviously. He's been critical of this war. And as he's been critical of it, it occurred to me that it was just a matter of time before President Trump would lash out at him. And he did. So it wasn't great. It was predictable. And no Catholic loves this, but you could see it coming. And it's hard to say that Trump is completely out of line because.
Oh, you piece of crap, a Doolittle. All of a sudden, he's out of line, but he ain't been out of line before. Megyn Kelly, you're a hippadoo. You're a hippadoo. No, I think I seen it, CC. I got to take a look at it. This is a hippadoo. This is what you call a hypocrite at his best.
Because whenever he gets attacked, whether it's by a journalist or a talking head or a pope, he punches back. All right. You could definitely question the wisdom.
This BICTH was just supporting him last year. Now all of a sudden she's talking smackadoo.
Of doing this with, President Trump leads a nation of 330 million people. Pope Leo leads about 1.4 billion Catholics across the world. But President Trump doesn't care. He doesn't, and he wouldn't even care if the majority of Americans were Catholic, which they're not, but he would, this is what he does. If he perceives you as coming at him, he will come at you.
How do you know?
So he lashed out last night.
Because he called that one lady Pocahontas, and you didn't say nothing about it then. When he called those basketball players sons of bitches, you didn't say nothing then, Kelly. Now all of a sudden, something has touched her. Trump has touched her. This whole situation with Christ has touched her. She's not happy with Donald Trump now. So now she's speaking out against him. It's a weird situation. What else you got to say, Megyn?
At the Pontiff on Truth Social, writing in part, quote, Pope Leo is weak on crime and terrible for foreign policy. I mean, he's not a politician. Okay, whatever. I don't want a pope, writes Trump, who criticizes the president of the United States because I'm doing exactly what I was elected in a landslide to do. Are you, Mr. President? Were you elected to start another Middle East war? I don't think so. President Trump reiterating his criticism of the Pope at Joint Base Andrews last night. Watch.
I don't think he's doing a very good job. He likes crime, I guess. He hit us. Think of it. He's worried about fear. What about the fear when the ministers and the priests and all of those great people that were arrested during COVID, and in many cases they're outside 10 feet apart and they were arrested. So we don't like it. We don't like a pope that's going to say that it's okay to have a nuclear weapon. We don't want a pope that says crime is okay in our cities. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of Pope Leo. He's a very liberal person, and he's a man that doesn't believe in stopping crime. He's a man that doesn't think that we should be toying with a country that wants a nuclear weapon so they can blow up the world. So I'm not a fan of Pope Leo.
Now, it's not entirely clear what spurred Trump's wrath, but it does appear the president was made aware, in addition, I'm sure, of the recent criticism by the Pope, of a 60 Minutes report last night on the Pope's and the Catholic Church's opposition. First of all, yes, to the Iran war, but to war in general. The Catholic Church has been pretty clear on that. No one's tried to sugarcoat the Catholic Church's opposition to war. They're pretty big on Jesus and his teachings, which do not include promotion of war. But here's a sample of what we saw in 60.
This past week, he issued a rare condemnation of President Trump's threat to destroy Iranian civilization. The Pope called it, quote, truly unacceptable. He also took the unusual step of issuing a call to action.
Contact the authorities, political leaders, congressmen, to ask them, tell them to work for peace and to reject war always.
The Holy Father usually avoids calling out President Trump by name or any member of his administration. But in a Palm Sunday homily, he appeared to reference the religious language Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, who is Christian but not Catholic, often uses to frame the war.
Blessed be the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle.
Pope Leo warned that Jesus, quote, does not listen to the prayers of those who wage war.
Okay, it is a little, it feels off that Pete Hegseth keeps praying at these briefings that he's doing as if it's all in the name of God. The bombing of Iran.
Okay, enough about you. You know, she's hesitant. Why are you hesitant? Call it out. Call it what it is. Call what it is. Megyn Kelly. That's stupid stuff. Let me go turn on the air conditioner. Yes. Oh, Megyn Kelly. She just pissed off because he didn't let her in the White House. Maybe that's what happened. What's Debbie got to say? You are way behind on Megyn Kelly flipping on Trump. Whoa, I am behind because I had no idea that she had did a flip-de-doo. She did a flip. And the Catholic Church has no standing when it comes to be anti-war. What is she talking about?
In which, 170 young girls were killed. That's not in the name of God. Okay? Definitely not in the name of Jesus. I wish you would just check the Jesus talk, the God talk at the Pentagon briefings. All right. It's called the Department of War. I understand he has a job to do. It's not appropriate there. You pray on Sunday. Pray.
It's weird how she's attacking his administration. All right. Let's move on from Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly. Word on the curb is you don't like Donald Trump anymore. And it's been like that for a while. Let's see what else we got. I may have spent too much time on the racism situation.
Welcome, I'm Jimmy. I'm the host of the show. It's very nice. Thank you for coming. Tell you what, I love the weekend. I connected weekend yet. And then the next weekend, he tops it. It's incredible. This weekend, he started with an old favorite, bashing a music superstar. He did it with Bad Bunny. He did it with Taylor Swift. And now Bruce Springsteen seems to be poking around his ass. And I want to start this by saying I saw Bruce Springsteen at the Forum on Thursday night. Not only was he great, he was just absolutely great. He's 76 years old.
Leave Bruce being alone.
Plastic surgery, a photograph that has clearly been doctored. Clearly to us, I should say, not clearly to him. He has moved on to the Pope. That's right. Oh, you didn't hear?
Oh, my God. So is it true that Donald Trump is poking at the Pope? This isn't cool. Don't be messing with the Lord. That's why we're in danger. He gonna mess around and mess us up. Leave Jesus alone, Donald Trump.
That's right. He posted, he begins with, Pope Leo is weak on crime. And I should just stop right there because, seriously, when I read this, I couldn't stop laughing. I was like, I had to take a break 6 words into it to laugh because it's so nuts. The whole post is just nuts. You know, the Pope's brother, we learned during the poping process, voted for Trump. So Trump wrote,
God, how the hell do you go after the Pope? Hello, Pickles. We're trying to figure out how the president of the United States go after a whole Pope. A whole Pope. Debbie, your president of the United States of America went after a Pope. How wrong is that? Oh, shit. No, Debbie. Why is Donald Trump messing with the Pope? That's the question. No, we're not asking the Pope anything. What we're gonna ask is the president of the United States why he effing with the Pope. That's the question. Isn't that the question, guys? Help me out. The question is, why is Donald Trump messing with the Pope? The Pope is not into politics. Unless the Pope may have said something to Donald Trump, unless he provoked him. He can't say nothing to Donald Trump, because if you do, Donald Trump is going to strike back. This is a trip.
I like it.
How come he didn't ask about something? The Pope ain't got to answer to nobody. He's the Pope. He just got to answer to God. How you know he didn't pray for those people?
His brother Louis, much better than I like him, because Louis is all MAGA. He gets it, and Leo doesn't. Leo should be thankful because, as everyone knows, he was a shocking surprise. He wasn't on any list to be Pope and was only put there by the church because he was an American, and they thought that would be the best way to deal with President Donald J. Trump, as if that's a compliment. If I wasn't in the White House, Leo wouldn't be in the Vatican. Here you go. You know that white smoke you see when they pick it? He couldn't help. He had to blow it right up his own ass.
That Leo is Pope.
He insulted the Pope on a Sunday. We have a fight between the president and the Pope. The world has become a real-life episode of South Park.
At Pope Leo on Truth Social.
I don't don't think he's doing a very good job. He likes crime, I guess.
What does the Pope have to do with crime? He's not Batman. He's the Pope. This is what happens.
He's the Pope.
When you sell Bibles instead of reading them. And then, oh, but wait, less than an hour.
That's what happens when you sell Bibles and you don't read them. Remember when Donald Trump was selling them Bibles? Now he messing with the Pope. Of all people. Pick on somebody your own size, Donald Trump. You are no match for the Pope. You're going to mess around. See?
An hour after that, he posts an AI-generated image of himself as Jesus. Now, this is...
Look at this BS. He is sick. This is a sick individual. I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay? Let's figure this out together, team. Here he is, the president of the United States, laying hands on a man that needs to be healed. And it looks like he's healing him with his healing's hands, as if he is Jesus or God himself. This is that stupid stuff. Trump has no respect, no decorum, just a man sick of in the head, mess with the Pope. You're messing with God. Just wait, because he will come down on you. He said, do not mess with my anointed. Okay, that's what happened to Maggot. She messed around and found out that she was messing with God's chosen. I do believe that. Of course, anybody that Trump is against, Debbie is against. Anything that goes against Donald Trump, Debbie goes against. Yeah. You didn't know that, Cece? She's a true Trumper. And I dare her to say otherwise. She's a true, and that's okay. That is her prerogative. And she is going to educate us. Oh, yeah. Debbie is going to educate us. She is going to deflect too. She's good at deflecting. That means attack. Attack. Not criticize Donald Trump for doing something stupid. Like laying hands on a man like he's Jesus. No. That is something for that's something for yourself. He running around pretending like look at this. The president of the United States is not God. It's not Jesus. He can't heal you. He said in the end times there was going to be a man walking around pretending that he was a healer. Is this it? Uh-oh. Now she's going after Springsteen. He sold out as an artist in 1980, or at least that's what we fans concluded then. Oh, that's too bad. He still got it going on. He's still singing that song. Born in the USA. Is that one of his songs? It is nothing wrong with being a Trump supporter. It is nothing wrong. I'm educated every day by Trump supporters. Trust. And when I say educated, I get to know where their mindset is and what they're thinking about and how they And what I've noticed the most is the cover up. The cover up for him. Let's cover for he wants to be our God. I don't know about you, but I don't want him as my God. Okay? I don't even want him playing like that. That ain't even jokeable. Is that a joke? Should that even be a joke? Hey, Lisa, we was looking at Donald Trump, Jesus. He's insulting the Pope. The Pope.
It's an absolutely bananas thing for anyone to post, let alone the president. But let's go through it because maybe we're missing something here. Okay, the first problem I see is his hands are normal size. So that's not realistic. Okay. Then we have the planes, which are fighter jets, the F-16s of peace, if you will. Above him, there's some kind of Demogorgon from Stranger Things. Four soldiers on the side. Maybe the weirdest detail.
Look at this. You got a bird. You got some birds coming in. And then, is they coming from the flag? Then you got this helicopter type of thing. And look at this.
Tell the man, Donald.
And y'all say ain't nothing wrong with him. This is clearly a sign of something went wrong. Something's gone wrong. Okay? Something's gone wrong. This isn't normal. This isn't normal behavior. Presidents don't act like gods. Presidents doesn't run around doing that. They are already powerful. What is he trying to do? Be our God? Help me out, someone. Why am I looking at a picture with Donald Trump being God? I tell you the truth. This is something for you. Something for you. Is he raising up Lazarus? It looks like Lazarus. I was going to say Lazarus, but see, God had already risen Lazarus, so it can't be him. Lazarus / Epstein. Now, it could be Epstein. Woo, shoot. Okay, let's go back to Elon. Not Elon, but Epstein and Lazarus. Is that who is that? Donald Trump? Huh? Trumperus. That's that. See, you got to be more careful.
Donald Jesus Trump is healing looks a whole lot like Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh! We were joking. We were playing. Me and Lisa was playing. We did not even know that we were going to be graced with Epstein. It does look like him. Lisa. Oh, wow. Okay. Loretta. It's beyond words. He's going to raise, not Lazarus, because Jesus already rose Lazarus from the dead. This is Epstein. A supporter of who? The one that created the photo? Donald Trump was proud of it. He posted it. Donald Trump was proud of it.
Even AI can't keep him from his BF Jeff. And now, this little detour into Messiah status did not get Trump the reaction he was hoping for from the Christian community. Overall, they're not on board with the whole false idols thing. And a lot of people were upset. So Trump or his team deleted the post, which is notable because his account almost never deletes his crazy posts. Last week, when he threatened to kill a civilization, that's still up. The Jesus post is down. So you know this one was trouble. And then reporters got a hold of the Pope, who was headed to Algeria, and asked him to respond to the president's attack.
I do not look at my role as being political or politician. I don't want to get into a debate with him. I don't think that the message of the gospel is meant to be abused in the way that some people are doing. And I will continue to speak out loudly against war, looking to promote peace.
The Pope has risen. He said he is going to continue to speak out against things, Debbie. And he thinks that he's not going to get in a debate, a back and forth with President Adu. You know? Yes, Cece. We're going to get back into it. We're going to get back into Epstein. Well, if we are going to go Epstein, we can go back to the Pope and essay trafficking and abuse of children. Not this Pope. You can't blame that one on this one, Debbie. Of course we can. Of course we can. But once again, we're not deflecting. We're talking about one person here. We're talking about Donald Trump pretending to be Jesus. I don't know what that has to do with Donald Trump, Debbie. I don't know what that has to do with Donald Trump becoming Jesus on us. He is. He is, Loretta. I know who argues with fools, Lisa.
Promoting dialogue and multilateral relationships among the states to look for just solutions to problems. Too many people are suffering in the world today. Too many innocent people are being killed. And I think someone has to stand up and say, there's a better way to do it. Neither the Trump administration.
This is your captain reminding you that you can earn 50,000 bonus miles when you sign up for a Southwest Rapid Rewards Premier credit card today. Extra miles mean extra smiles. Ask your flight attendant for more details.
Foreign policy is
Oh my God! Even the Pope has to endure those commercials. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one way to settle this, and that is on June 14th. The Pope versus the president in the octagon on the White House lawn. That card could use some star power. Why not? Today at the White House, they had a no taxes on tips event. With tax day on Wednesday, they want to take credit for this no tax on tips thing. So they ordered a bunch of McDonald's to come to the Oval Office. And they had the McDonald's delivered by a woman who calls herself the DoorDash Grandma.
Oh.
That is her. They brought her there to talk about how great it is that she doesn't have to pay tax on tips, and because our president is desperate for approval of every kind from any person. And then they had her weigh in on some other stuff too.
The Democrats, they cheat. They can't get elected with their policy. So their policy is no good.
Why is he talking to this DoorDash woman about the Democrats?
They want to have, open borders. They want to have men playing in women's sports. Do you think that men should play in women's sports?
I really don't have an opinion on that.
You don't, I'll bet you do.
No, I'm here about no
Pizza.
tax on tips.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what?
She didn't get into that with him. Did you see that? Did you see how she slid past that question? Guys, I want to thank you for joining me all day today. It seems like all week since my schedule's been different. I've been on this YouTube internet for a lot. Okay. No, I don't either, Lisa. And I want to thank you guys for the support. Oh my God. The support is so awesome. I really do appreciate it. I know it's a few of us in here, but us few, we pack a house, don't we? And we do it in the chat. I don't care where you at. The chat is where it's at. You don't condone the picture, but you condone the man that advertised it. Okay. That's okay. You can do that. Right, Loretta? We said that. We are all about diversity over here. Yes. And it's okay that you support him. It is. It really is. It's okay because you believe in his policies. And if you believe in his policies, then it's all good. You know, I mean, I'm not going to judge. That would be very wrong of me to do that, Debbie. So I'm going to be careful on how I, make sure I'm bringing it to the forefront to make sure. I was talking to Heather a minute ago, and I said, sorry, Letitia is shouting in the background. She said, Trump. I said, yep. Oh, okay. I know I got to get back over to my Megadoo. Is she in Australia yet? Is that trip going on? Was that green outfit? Or Australia? That was another event. Yeah. We'll get back on Megan tomorrow, guys. Love you. I know, I'm loud as can be. Yelling at the top of my lungs. I'm going to go get a little bit from school. Yes. Oh, God. Is it a lot going on? Debbie, don't get upset. Don't be upset, Debbie. I want to make it clear that I respect your boundaries. I respect you as a person. I respect the fact that you support him. And I love you. You're like, I look for you, Debbie. So don't get upset, okay? Don't piss off Debbie. Debbie rarely gets upset. And she has plenty of reasons too. Because sometimes I can be a little But anyway, I love you guys. Come back, Debbie. Don't be upset, okay? Look, you are my girl. I love you over here, So don't be upset with me. Are we good? Oh, you don't want us to post the picture up? I do not like or appreciate the photo being posted by Trump or anyone else for that matter. Well, I had to show it so everybody could see what I was talking about, Debbie. That's all. It is offensive. The photo is very offensive. Okay, love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.